Okay, so big news for the animators out there. NVIDIA has released a new AI model called Komodo that is text to motion. Boo! Oh no! Um, yeah, you can see precise control. So they let you pose, and then generate poses and generate animation to match those poses with these constraints. And you think that would be cool, but it is very clear that no one at NVIDIA knows how to animate. Because the animation support for posing the characters and the hotkeys and all that stuff was not there. Fear not, friends. One, this is free, although you do need about 18 gigabytes of VRAM, so RTX 4090 or 5090, something like that. Um, but let's say you do have that, then you could come to GitHub and get NVIDIA's version, where you have to manually FK pose everything like the old Toy Story 1 days, like no IK anywhere. But yeah, why am I telling you this? Because I have forked it and I am making the animator friendly version of this. So let's take a look at what we get. I'm going to launch it. Launch AnimBuddy is what we're calling. Off we go. So it's going to do some stuff, and here in a sec, it will give us a little URL to control click. The model is actually only like less than 2 gigabytes. It's like one gigabyte. So it doesn't take up a ton of space on your computer. Um, but uh, but it does when it runs. So here we go. So one thing you'll notice, hey, we're animators, dark mode default. That's a win. Some other things. So um, NVIDIA covers like how to do this stuff, right? But here's like my window down here. A person walks forward, right? Um, they have you press this generate button where we like hotkeys. I can just hit the G key to generate. So I'll go ahead and generate something. And then, yeah, quickly, like in a couple seconds, I've got a person walking forward. Just to give you like to see, uh, does this really work? I could say like a duck walks forward and hit G to regenerate. And then, uh, what do we get? Some kind of weird duck, a little duck walk. How about that? So we'll work with this. So what's the real power? I think is that you can actually pose the character. So you're not just getting just the BS that it generates from text. And so how would you normally do that? You would come into constraints and enter this mode. Already you can see though I got something different. So what I'm just going to show you my way of doing it. So we can, whoops, hit Q. Hotkeys are like work in progress. I'm probably going to switch everything to being like the industry standard, like Maya hotkeys. But there we go. We've entered an editing mode. I can S to drop a key, right? And you can see if I scrub away, it leaves behind this guy. We can use hotkeys to get between our keyframes, right? That's an animation thing. Yeah, and then let's say we come to a pose here. So by default, it has everything in FK, but uh-oh, I have added IK. And this is using Fabric, the forward and back reaching IK. So it's not like your normal IK, which maybe I'll, plan to add. Um, I think there's a lot of potential here when you start to build in these animation tools, and I'm planning on doing that. But yeah, I'd love to hear what other people think. But here you can see now I'm in IK. I can pose the character. So sweet. We got like a little hallelujah pose here. And then we can walk forward, and yeah, we'll just stamp one more key here, and then hit G to generate, and give it a couple seconds, and here we go. It is going to hit that pose. So it's nice. Boom, it did it. So I have found, like, for example, I tried to initially just with text say character shakes their head violently no, like no, like just trying to do that animation. And just words are not enough, right? And so when I did that, it generated a guy just standing there, just breathing, doing nothing. And then here, I'll just do that demo. Uh, a person shakes their head no. Um, and it did not give me anything that was useful. Um, we'll see. Maybe this live demo will prove me wrong. Generating. Oh, yeah, and obviously key detail, you can export BVH files. And so then, yeah, I have in the GitHub, it's not there yet, but I will have a one like a skeletal mesh for that fits this skeleton you can pull into Unreal and or Unity or something, and already have like your rig there to retarget from. But also these like BVH files get batched. I'm talking about using Blender, but maybe Maya as well, to just kind of take the BVH, batch it, and export an FBX. So then you're just ready to go with your stuff. So here we go. Person shakes their head no. That's not that's not that's not good. That's not doing anything for me. So yeah, let's go into edit mode, and we go to rotate mode this time. Get an E key, and we'll drop a key, and then we can pose our guy a bit. So key there. Ooh, and this will be a great example of another feature we have. So I've copied that pose, and I'll scoot forward, and then we'll come over here, shake this way, and drop a key. And then I have right here pasting poses. So boom. So now we have copying and pasting poses, which was not there, which obviously, come on, we want that. Paste, set a key. So boom, there we go. We'll do one more shake here. Boom, key, back, grab this one, forward. He's doing this thing I don't like with his body right now, but let's ignore that. All right, so now we got these shakes back and forth, and I'll hit G to generate. And give it just a few seconds. I mean, it's blowing my mind how quick this actually is, to be honest. Sometimes when you get going with a bunch of things, it can slow down a little bit, but I mean, this one running right now is about as long as I've ever seen. And then the other key awesome thing here for animators is under the examples, we're doing a single text prompt right now, but you will see we can have like, waypoints and like have the character walk to a given area and all that stuff. And so that to me is going to be the thing. So, okay, comes over here and he's like, oh, no, that's shaking your head no. There we go. I don't like the end and beginning poses, so be it. Maybe I should have stamped a key if I wanted to keep them looking forward, but that's something right there. Yeah, so that's cool and all. Let's just look just for the other examples really quick. So I haven't made any big edits to this, but if I were to generate from here, generation failed. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, I think it just broke everything because I had these keys down here. Anyway, yeah, work in progress. It's on GitHub. I'll link that into the description. And yeah, it's free and open source. So go out there and make something beautiful. All right.